The NBA.com, Mr. John's report is for the 11th of May, and the market continues. It's exciting assault. I mean, you look at this run. This is AI trade coming through. All these companies are realizing such massive gains in productivity and earnings because of it, and it's nothing to do with them all just promising money to each other. But that's okay. At the end of the day. Inflation is really the backbone of all of this. At the start of the war time period, you're just in a situation where it's just a matter of time before it catches up. It's the same thing that happened. Everyone was like, "Oh, we should expect inflation." After the whole COVID and all the spending, it took a couple of years for that to actually work its way through. The biggest shock will be in food prices, and that when that starts to happen. That's just because of the fertilizer situation. People don't know it yet. It's just a matter of time. It's a matter of waiting for it. Still, from an NQ standpoint, you have a lot of positive extremes going all the way back down here into the 27K, almost 28, 27.7 range. But from a reading standpoint, it's nothing to really discuss. I mean, you've got magenta over 33, magenta over yellow, and you have shorts here and the NBI weight under 10 and declining, so right around 3. It can flip around, and obviously, when you see the contraction on the DOC here, you look for the green and cyan to move closer together. That would be your little bit of a fade back. But even on a move like this, you expect as much as a third to half fill back into it. Just for health standpoints, is just a normal, retesting, where that is, and making sure that everyone is satisfied that that value exists. That's just a normal feature. This is your problem, oil, and it's not going to change. Iran rejecting it, and they're playing the U.S. And of course, Trump is stuck between a rock and a hard place now because there's not a whole lot he can do. Continue the blockade. It's going to have the limited impact. It's just we'll see if they keep dumping oil into the Gulf or whatever. But that's been a theme at this particular stage. It's going to start to grow. This idea that they're going to threaten everybody else, they might be able to get away with it. And if they do, it just exacerbates things, causes oil to increase in price. Um, it's not an answer in any way, shape, or form, and it's already gone on way too long. We were talking about the dip areas and how long it had to go. Well, now you've already exceeded that in the increase, and that is going to factor its way through the economy. It's going to be inflation. It's kind of surprising because it's not helping from a standpoint of the euro in that. I mean, while it's rising, that's just because they think that Donald Trump is a disaster and everything dollar should be sold. But the reality is, there's more growth and activity happening in America than anywhere else. Certainly isn't in the EU. So this is about their idea that they're going to be got a massive deficit spending for war. Though it'll be interesting to see what happens as they start to slowly draw down troops out of Europe, and what that does to local economies, and that ripples. It's not a small thing when you start moving thousands of people out of the area quickly. We'll see. From a gold standpoint, it's a latent effect. Again, this is going to be one of those where not yet, but later. And the fact that you've already gone from where we were down in the teens to now, almost 5K here. Yeah, it's just an indication of the devaluation. Just makes it clear. BTC, of course, they're still going to be trading the oil in that. And so as long as that blockade stands, though, it's a little bit more muted. But needless to say, that's no question that's what they're doing with it. So when we look at it from a practical standpoint, 50K here, slightly below the 33 level. We had a little bit brief moment of short rise, wasn't long lived, and we just dipped down to the 76%, pop right back up. Literally, we had one positive extreme from back here. It's already been filled, so that's not really a relevant point at this particular stage. Is just about, do you have new buyers who want to jump in, and are they fine with where things are at? And it really is less to do with where the price is than what you can trade against as far as imbalance. And I know it's tough for some people to accept, but it is true. And here you see from Friday's action there, it was a straight up move, and then it was pretty much just straight across from that point. And then, of course, they gapped it down a little bit here, but the open may be neutral, so it may not affect options at all if you end up with a flat or positive open. So we keep an eye on that, but it does pose the likelihood or possibility that you can see intraday moving back down into this 7,400 even range or a little bit less. It's going to depend on news cycle. Anything happens in the strait or whatever, go from there. That's the long and the short of it. I think things are pretty much on autopilot now, waiting for some kind of action. The problem is that the scenarios are more negative than they are positive because what's your upside to them ending it? Well, you'd have to see a major reduction in oil immediately. That's not going to happen overnight. It's going to take some time. So, anyway, anything relevant, I'll put it on the team chat. Have a good one. Trade well.